Coin exploded across the world. There were already warning signs. The kind of warning signs that, in hindsight, seem obvious. Past business controversies, questionable ventures, patterns of exaggeration, a hunger for image over transparency. And that pattern would become the blueprint for everything that followed. Because Ruja didn't just want to launch a product. She wanted to launch a myth. Not just a company, not just a coin, not just an investment, a movement, a belief system, a cult of money. And the timing was perfect. By 2014, the world had already heard of Bitcoin. Most people didn't understand it, but they had heard the stories. A few dollars turned into thousands. Thousands turned into millions. Ordinary people becoming rich because they got in early. That story created a powerful emotional wound in the public mind. The fear of missing the next Bitcoin. And Ruja knew exactly how to weaponize it. In 2014, Ruja Ignatova and Sebastian Greenwood co-founded OneCoin. Officially, it was sold as a revolutionary cryptocurrency company based out of Sofia, Bulgaria. Unofficially, it was the beginning of a global financial catastrophe. OneCoin was marketed as the Bitcoin killer. That phrase would become legendary because it was simple, aggressive, and psychologically devastating. It told people one thing: if you missed Bitcoin, this is your second chance. And that was enough to make millions listen. At rallies and events, Ruja presented OneCoin as if it were already inevitable. She didn't pitch uncertainty. She pitched destiny. She spoke about financial freedom, banking disruption, the end of traditional money, the rise of a new digital empire. To the average person, it sounded like the future. But here's how the scheme really worked. People were told they were not directly buying the coin itself. Instead, they were purchasing educational packages, training materials, course, membership bundles, investment tiers. And those packages came with tokens, which could supposedly be used to mine OneCoins. That distinction mattered, because it gave the company legal camouflage. If regulators asked questions, OneCoin could say, "We're selling education." But to the people in the room, everyone knew what the real promise was. Not education, profit. And then came the second engine of the scam, multi-level marketing. OneCoin didn't just ask you to invest. It asked you to recruit. Bring in friends, bring in family, bring in church members, neighbors, co-workers, business partners. If you recruited others, you earned commissions. So suddenly, the scam wasn't being sold by strangers. It was being sold by people you trusted. And that is what made OneCoin